We start from what we finished last. We finished up to 100, no, last time. 100 to 100 and correct. 116. ऋषिरुवाच निशम्येति वचः शुम्भः स तदा चण्डमुण्डयोः प्रेषयामास सुग्रीवं दूतं देव्या महासुरम् इति चेति च वक्तव्या सा गत्वा वचनान् मम यथा चाप्येति सम्प्रीत्य तथा कार्यं त्वया लघु स तत्र गत्वा यत्रास्ते शैलो देशेति शोभने सा देवी तां ततः प्राह श्लक्ष्णं मधुरया गिरा दूतोवाच देवी दैत्येश्वरः शुम्भस्त्रैलोक्ये परमेश्वरः दूतोऽहं प्रेषितस्तेन त्वत्सकाशमिहागतः अव्याहतान्यः सर्वासु यः सदा देवयोनिषु निर्जिदा किल दैत्यारि स यदाह शृणुष्व तत् मम त्रैलोक्यमखिलं मम देवावशानुगाः यज्ञभागानहं सर्वानुपाश्नामि पृथक् पृथक् त्रैलोक्ये वररत्नानि मम वश्यान्यशेषतः तथैव गजरत्नं च हृत्वा देवेन्द्रवाहनम् क्षीरोदमदनोद्भूतमश्वरत्नं ममामरैः उच्चैश्रवससंज्ञं तत् प्रणिपत्य समर्पितम् यानि चान्यानि देवेषु गन्धर्वेषु रगेषु च रत्नभूतानि भूतानि तानि मय्येव शोभने श्रीरत्नभूतां तां देवी लोके मन्यामहे वयं स्वात्वमस्मानुभागच्च यदा रत्नभुजो वयं मां वा ममानुजं वापि निशुम्भमुरुविक्रमं भज त्वं चञ्चलापाङ्गी रत्नभूतासि वै यतः परमैश्वर्यमतुलं प्राप्स्यसे मत्परिग्रहात् एतद्बुद्ध्या समालोच्य मत्परिग्रहतां व्रज ऋषिरुवाच इत्युक्ता सा तदा देवी गम्भीरान्तस्मिता जगौ दुर्गा भगवती भद्रा ययेदं धार्यते जगत्. Which one? 104. There is correction there. Okay. Satatra gat, that one, no?
Next line. Satatra gatva
yatra shailo deshe dishobhane sa devi tam tatah praha. Tam.
Here it is given Tancha Devi.
There is nothing, that is only Patabedam.
Yeah, but
no problem. When you are saying everybody together, then it is a problem, but it is only a Patabedam. Tam tatah praha Slakshnam Madhuraya Gira.
And then 109 Tathaiva Gajaratnam
Cha Hrutva Devendra Vahanam.
Hrutva, is it?
Hrutva Devendra Vahanam.
Hrutam it is given.
Okay.
Hrutva.
Hrutva Devendra Vahanam. Gajara. Hrutam is also part of Vedam only. There's no separate this thing. I mean, there are there are so many printers and so many people. So, but whatever is within the limit, these people have given it as, that is the only advantage with Gita Press. They have given it as part of Vedam. So there's nothing wrong in that. Okay. So we saw the Dutta messenger very humbly asking, describing the wealth of Shumba Nishumba, with a very sweet and polite voice. He is pleading with, this is very important, how slowly it changes. Our tendency is, as long as we are getting something, we are happy. When that is stopped, when it is not within our reach, our attitude changes. This is exactly what is happening with the messenger also, Sugriva also. That how, within no minute it changes. And then sometimes we desperately give up, we say, Chichi in the Parampudi. Otherwise, we just go all through to fight and get it and do anything to get that kind of a thing. So the same thing, the same kind of human tendency is something that is mentioned here. Okay. Dutavacha, that is, Devyuvacha. Devyuvacha. Satyamuktam tvaya natra.
Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Satyamuktam tvaya natra.
Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam.
Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam.
Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam.
Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam. Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam.
Trailokyadhipati Shumbho.
Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Trailokyadhipati Shumbho.
Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha.
Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha.
Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha.
Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha. Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha.
Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam. Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha.
Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam. Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha. Satyamuktam tvaya natra. Mithya kinchit tvayodhitam. Trailokyadhipati Shumbho. Nishumbhaschapi tadrushaha.
Satyamuktam, whatever you have spoken the truth. Satyamuktam, natra mithya kinchit tvayodhitam. There is nothing false in whatever you have said. Everything is true. When someone starts with that, this is the beautiful way of when we say so many management skills, When your superior praises you, then you have to wait for your pink slip. It is first when they start praising you, then you know there is something that is coming. The praise is only the beginning. So she first says, Satya Mukta. Whatever you have said is you have told only the truth, nothing but the truth. There's nothing false. Natra mitta tvayodita. Whatever you have said, there is nothing false in that. Everything is true. Trailokyadipati Shumbo Nishumbaschapi Tadrisha. Nobody, there is no one in these three worlds seen as as good as Adipati Trailokya, Adipati Shumbo, Nishumbaschapi. There is no ruler in these three worlds. No ruler is seen, Tadrisha. No ruler is seen in these three worlds like Shumba and Nishumba. They are so great. So that is like, she is like typically behaving like any other management. I mean, you did not go to any management seminar here. Like, see how long you cannot pretend all the time. The truth has to come out. We all do a lot of times pretensions things go, but how long? You have to be yourself at some point of a time. That's why when we see like a lot of marriages break nowadays, it is only for that reason. When they are probably being together or newly married or dating or whatever it is, they are to some extent pretentious. But you cannot be pretentious 24/7 or 365 days. You have to be your true self. The true self comes and the other person cannot handle that. This is exactly our problem. So this Sugriva also, first though he was very polite, and Ambal also replied in the same kind of politeness. She didn't like react to it in a very different way in the beginning, because after all he is a messenger. Though he is an asura, he is just a messenger. So her reaction is also very subdued reaction. She is not overly reacting. Kim tvatra yat pratignatham.
Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Kim tvatra yat pratignatham.
Mithya tat kriyate katham.
Mithya tat kriyate katham. Mithya tat kriyate katham.
Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Mithya tat kriyate katham.
Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Mithya tat kriyate katham. Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Mithya tat kriyate katham.
Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat.
Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat.
Pratignaya kruta pura.
Pratignaya kruta pura. Pratignaya kruta pura.
Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Pratignaya kruta pura.
Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Pratignaya kruta pura. Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Pratignaya kruta pura.
Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Mithya tat kriyate katham. Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Pratignaya kruta pura.
Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Mithya tat kriyate katham. Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Pratignaya kruta pura. Kim tvatra yat pratignatham. Mithya tat kriyate katham. Shruyatam alpa buddhitvat. Pratignaya kruta pura.
Kim tvatra yat pratignatham tat mithya tat kriyate katham. How can I go back on the vow that I have taken. How can I, Pratinya? Pratinya means vow. She has taken a vow, she has not disclosed what it is, but how can I go back? Mithya tat kriyate katham. Kim, how I can go back on the vow that I have taken? On my own words, it is not somebody else's gift. Shruyatham alpa buddhitvat. Here now, with the foolish mind, alpa buddhitvat. The foolish mind, pratinyaya kritha pura. One long back, I took a vow long back with a foolish mind. That alpa buddhitvat. Alpa buddhi means not very shrewd. Alpa buddhitvat, with a foolish mind, that pratinya was made out of absolute foolishness. Long back I have made. She has not disclosed the pratinya, what vow it is, but she said, but I am bound by that vow. I cannot go back from that. I am bound by the vow that I have taken. Okay. Yo mam jayati sangrame.
Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo mam jayati sangrame.
Yo me darpam vyapohati.
Yo me darpam vyapohati. Yo me darpam vyapohati.
Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo me darpam vyapohati.
Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo me darpam vyapohati. Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo me darpam vyapohati.
Yo me pratibalo loke.
Yo me pratibalo loke. Yo me pratibalo loke.
Same bharta bhavishyati.
Same bharta bhavishyati. Same bharta bhavishyati.
Yo me pratibalo loke. Same bharta bhavishyati.
Yo me pratibalo loke. Same bharta bhavishyati. Yo me pratibalo loke. Same bharta bhavishyati.
Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo me darpam vyapohati. Yo me pratibalo loke. Same bharta bhavishyati.
Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo me darpam vyapohati. Yo me pratibalo loke. Same bharta bhavishyati. Yo mam jayati sangrame. Yo me darpam vyapohati. Yo me pratibalo loke. Same bharta bhavishyati.
Yo mam jayati sangrame. In a battle, whoever conquers me in the battle, who defeats me in the battle, who conquers me, jayati, who conquers me in the battle, yo me dharpam vyapohati. Vyapohati means removing or destroying. Dharpam is pride. Who removes my pride? Whoever conquers me in the battle and whoever removes that pride in me, yo me pratibalo loke, who is equal in my strength, same bharta bhavishyati. He will become my husband. He will become my husband who can conquer in the battle and who can remove my pride and who is equal in strength. Same bharta bhavishyati. He will be my husband. There is no other way. This is my pratinya that I have taken long back. Pura, she said, long back I have taken that word. I cannot go back on that word. Tada gacchatu shumbotra.
Tada gacchatu shumbotra. Tada gacchatu shumbotra.
Nishumbho va
Mahasuraha.
There is lot of Padapetam is there.
Mahabalaha.
Okay. Tada gacchatu Shumbotra Nishumbho va Mahasuraha.
Tada gacchatu Shumbotra Nishumbho va Mahasuraha. Tada gacchatu Shumbotra Nishumbho va Mahasuraha.
Mam jitva kim chirenatra.
Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Mam jitva kim chirenatra.
Panim gruhnatu me lagu.
Panim gruhnatu me lagu. Panim gruhnatu me lagu.
Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Panim gruhnatu me lagu.
Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Panim gruhnatu me lagu. Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Panim gruhnatu me lagu.
Tada gacchatu Shumbotra Nishumbho va Mahasuraha. Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Panim gruhnadu me lagu.
Tada gacchatu Shumbotra Nishumbho va Mahasuraha. Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Panim gruhnatu me lagu. Tada gacchatu Shumbotra Nishumbho va Mahasuraha. Mam jitva kim chirenatra. Panim gruhnatu me lagu.
Tata. So therefore, agacchatu. Let them come here. Either Shumba or Nishumbha. Shumbotra, Nishumbhova, Mahasura. They both are great asuras, great demons. So either Shumba or Nishumbha, let him come here. Tada, tad agacchatu. Let him come here. Mam jitva. Kim chirenatra. Why delay it? Come and fight with me and conquer me. Mam jitva. Why delay? Kim chirenatra. Why delay? Panim gruhnadami. Let him come, fight, and it is very easy to marry me. Panim gruhnada. Take my hand. Lagu. It is so easy. Quick. It is so easy. Let him come. Either Shumba or Nishumbha. One of them. Let them come and let them conquer me in the battle and take my hand. Why delay it? She is like, sarcasm full. Now the Duta's mindset changes. He was very polite in the beginning. Now it totally changes. His words that he uses and his demeanor actually changes completely. Okay. Duta uvacha. Avaliptasi maivam tam. Bruhi Devi Bruhi mama gratah.
Devi bruhi mama gratah. Devi bruhi mama gratah.
Avaliptasi maivam tvam. Devi bruhi mama gratah.
Avaliptasi maivam tvam. Devi bruhi mama gratah. Avaliptasi maivam tvam. Devi bruhi mama gratah.
Trailokye kaf pumam stishted.
Trailokye kaf pumam stishted.
Tishted agre. Tishted agre. Tishted agre. Okay. Trailokye kaf pumam stishted.
त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेत् त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेत्
अग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः
अग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः अग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः
त्रैलोक्येकः पुमां तिष्ठेदग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः
त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेदग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेदग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः
अवलिप्तासि मैवं त्वं देवी ब्रूहि ममाग्रतः त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेदग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः
अवलिप्तासि मैवं त्वं देवी ब्रूहि ममाग्रतः त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेदग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः अवलिप्तासि मैवं त्वं देवी ब्रूहि ममाग्रतः त्रैलोक्येकः पुमांस्तिष्ठेदग्रे शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः.
The first word itself, avaliptasi, you are arrogant. First word, arrogantly you are arrogant. Avaliptasi. How, what, to speak like that in my presence? Don't speak like that in my presence. He is just a messenger. How he has become confrontation. How he confronts her the moment she refuses. First comes the tendency to confront her, because I feel I am a Mahasura, because he's also an Asura, but he's not Shumba or Nishumba. He's also an Asura. Mama Grataha, Agra means in front of me or in my presence. Friend, that the same word comes, Tishtet Agre, second also it comes, front. So, in front of me, how can you speak? Don't speak like this. You are arrogantly, you are talking. The very word, he doesn't talk anything like, confrontation immediately with the first word. Avaliptasi maivantvam devi bruhi mamakada. How speak? Don't speak like this in front of me. In my presence. Trailokye kaf pumam. Kaf pumam. Pumam means man. So he's thinking, he's first looking down upon women. So he's thinking there is no one, kaf pumam. There is no man in the Stree world. Tishted is seen. No man in this Stree world is seen ahead of Agre Shumba Nishumbayoho, in before Shumba and Nishumba. There is nobody else there. They are at the top. There is nobody ahead of them. In this Stree world, no one is seen ahead of them. No man is seen ahead of them. This is very important, because what happens, actually, like when the Tripura Rahasyam, when I was reading, I shouldn't be saying as reading, I was studying that. In that it is very like, the minister wants them. Remember, Mahishasura is your ancestor. Shumba, they are warning Shumba Nishumba. The minister is warning, Mahishasura was your ancestor. He was one of the greatest asuras of that time. Understand, he was killed by a woman. Understand? So, you should not take woman lightly, because she is coming alone. This lone woman killed Mahishasura at that time. So, it's like, this kind of, the details, it is very cryptic. Mahatmyam, we all feel that it is big, but it is very, very cryptic they have given. The entire thing is very cryptic. So a lot of details are actually missing. The same thing happens when the Bandasura Vadam also comes later. Again, Bandasura was Bandasura's story was different. As I told you, he wanted like to be killed by Amba. That is what his penance was. I told the story once, no, long back, Manikya Shekara. Remember? No, don't remember. Manikya Shekara. Bandasura was once like, in his previous birth was Manikya Shekara. He was like a Kinnara worshipping Mahalakshmi. So what happened?
What was the original?
Kinnara, that my servant kind of a thing, who is with Kinnarargalnu nama solluvom. That they are like divine people. Divine people, yeah, anybody, but divine people, but they are attendants to this particular deity. They are called Kinnaras. So they are like when Mahalakshmi was doing tapas by the river side for thousands of years towards Tripura Devi, Adishakti. Then Manikya Shekara was guarding that place, helping her out and things. That time suddenly one Tapasvi's wife had gone to pick up water from the river, and she was like getting washed away. So Manikya Shekara goes and saves her from there. Without knowing, like the lust came to him. Without knowing she's the wife of a Tapasvi there, he says, will you marry me? Forcibly he wanted to molest her. Then she said, no, I am Tapasvi. If I give Shabam, then you will be gone. And more than anything, you have saved me. It is like you are like my father. You have saved me from dying, so you are like my father, so I can marry you. Then he got this girl goes and falls at Mahalakshmi's feet. She gives a curse also. Mahalakshmi got very upset. She gives, actually the Tapasvi, that wife of that Tapasvi gives a curse that he'll be born as a Asura. He'll be born as Asura. But this one, Manikya Shekara, was such a devotee to Ambal. One of the devotees to Ambal. That one moment, like, slip of the thing. Then what happened? Mahalakshmi says, what you did is wrong. You cannot treat her like that, let her go. Now you have to find a way how Manikya Shekara will become a demon and how his end is going to come. Then Manikya Shekara requests. He has made a mistake, but he requests Mahalakshmi. Says, you are my mother. So make sure that I am not born in anybody's womb. The connection of the story is how it comes. No? I should be a devotee to Amba even when I am born again. I can rule the earth, I can rule everything, I can rule all the 7 worlds. Mahalakshmi says this many years, this many thousands of years, you will be ruling all over the worlds, all the 7 worlds and everything. And at the end of the thing, she says, only I should be killed by Amba. Nobody else has got, because I am devoted to her. My only aim is when I become demon, as was told, I should be killed only by her. Nobody else should kill me. Okay? Then what happened? Like that Bandasura came from the ashes of Manmada. Manmada was one of the greatest devotees of Amba. Even now we say that he is the topmost of the deity. Kamakshi, the very name Kamakshi came because she kept Manmada in her eyes. Kamaha. So what happened when Shiva Padmasura came, when he has to be annihilated, killed, Shiva's son only should kill. So Shiva's Tejas he was in tapas. Who is to go and wake up Shiva? Parvati, after the Daksha Yanyam, is just praying to him. She has not become his wife. And she was also cursed by previously one of the that saints that she will not bear kids. No kids will be born to her. So what happened when Manmatha, everybody forces Manmatha to go and knowing very well, because there's also a story why Manmatha had to go. It's a long story, like if I start then we will not finish Mahatmyam. So what happens, Manmatha goes and aims the arrow at Shiva. Shiva wakes up in anger from his tapas and burns Manmatha. Ganapati, who was there, playfully makes a form from that burnt ashes. And Brahma gives Bhanda, he says like it, gives life to that. So he's called Bandasura. So even when there was a fierce battle between him and Bala Tripura Sundari, that is wonderful battle. First time he's meeting Bala, he sends 5 arrows, like how the movies and all will come, no? No? Like not 5 arrows, he sends 3 arrows. One goes at her feet, Bala's feet. He knows that who is Bala. Bala knows who is he and why he has come. So both of them knew exactly what is happening. So he sends 3 arrows. One goes to her feet and water comes out of it. And one goes to as the flowers on top of her head. And in reply, Bala sends 5 arrows which goes and touches his head. They had that kind of a mutual respect. So Manikeshekara later became, so he knows exactly what his story was. So he wanted to be killed. So when the minister also came and told him, he just laughs. Narada came and tells him, like, don't underrate that lady who has come there. He says, I know who she is and why she has come in for. Then he explains to Narada what was he before and why he has come and why he has been doing tapas all these days to be killed by her. So the story goes like that, like everywhere, like that is what Kaf Puma. Who is the man? Who is man? They think only those lines. They don't think like a woman can come and kill them. Like Kaf Trailoke Kaf Pumam Tishte, the grey Shumba Nishumbaya. There is no man in these 3 worlds who are ahead of Shumba and Nishumba. We have finished our detour and we will get back to Mahatmyam.
Then Manmatha is pending. Manmatha's backstory.
No,
Later on.
I will take Tripura Rahasyam separately. I will give up now because Tripura Rahasyam is so huge. Because every story has got a moolam from where it came. Where it came. So it is not so easy to explain. The entire Shaktam, how it evolved, Dattatreya. Only Dattatreya has explained the Shaktam theory so well. Nobody else has done it. So you have to go back and see how Parashurama heard it from Dattatreya. We will have a separate class for that. Not now. That's long. Okay. Anyeshamapi daityanam.
Anyeshamapi daityanam. Anyeshamapi daityanam.
Sarve devana vayudhi.
Sarve devana vayudhi. Sarve devana vayudhi.
Anyeshamapi daityanam. Sarve devana vayudhi.
Anyeshamapi daityanam. Sarve devana vayudhi. Anyeshamapi daityanam. Sarve devana vayudhi.
Tishtanti sammukhe devi.
Tishtanti sammukhe devi. Tishtanti sammukhe devi.
Kim punastri tvamekika.
Kim punastri tvamekika. किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका
तिष्ठन्ति सम्मुखे देवी किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका
तिष्ठन्ति सम्मुखे देवी किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका तिष्ठन्ति सम्मुखे देवी किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका
अन्येषामपि दैत्यानां सर्वे देवानवैयुधि तिष्ठन्ति सम्मुखे देवी किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका
अन्येषामपि दैत्यानां सर्वे देवानवैयुधि तिष्ठन्ति सम्मुखे देवी किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका अन्येषामपि दैत्यानां सर्वे देवानवैयुधि तिष्ठन्ति सम्मुखे देवी किं पुनः स्त्रीत्वमेकिका.
Leave alone Shumba and Nishumba, even against other gods, other demons, that asuras, all the gods cannot stand. They cannot resist them. Some Anyeshamapi Daityanam Sarve Devanavai, they cannot battle, confront them, any Daityas. Forget about Shumba and Nishumba. They don't have any power or strength to fight any demons. Tishtanti, whoever, whoever the Daitya seen, they cannot come and fight. Sammukhe Devi Kim Puna. When they cannot do it, Punastri Tvam Ekika. Why? How can you? Kim Punastri Tvam Ekika. How can you, a mere woman, alone can fight against them? When all the gods cannot do it, why a woman, you alone can fight? How do you think that you can fight? Kim Punastri. How then you can do it? You cannot do it. See, he is like, he says, a mere woman. Tvam Ekika. Punastri Tvam Ekika. And you are alone. There is no support for you. How you can do it alone? Indradhya Sakala Devaha.
Indradhya Sakala Devaha. Indradhya Sakala Devaha.
Tasturyesham na samyuge.
Tasturyesham na samyuge. Tasturyesham na samyuge.
Indradhya Sakala Devas Tasturesham na samyuge.
Indradhya Sakala Devas Tasturesham na samyuge. Indradhya Sakala Devas Tasturesham na samyuge.
Shumbadinam katham tesham.
Shumbhadinam katham tesham. Shumbhadinam katham tesham.
Stri prayasyasi sammukham.
Stri prayasyasi sammukham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham.
Shumbadinam katham tesham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham.
Shumbadinam katham tesham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham. Shumbadinam katham tesham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham.
Indradhya Sakala Devas Tasturesham na samyuge. Shumbadinam katham tesham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham.
Indradhya Sakala Devas Tasturesham na samyuge. Shumbadinam katham tesham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham. Indradhya Sakala Devas Tasturesham na samyuge. Shumbadinam katham tesham. Stri prayasyasi sammukham.
So all the devas starting from Indra, Indradhya, Adhya, starting from Indra, Sakala Deva, all the celestials, Tasturesha na samyuge. They cannot even stop Shumbhadina. All the Shumbha and other, they cannot even resist them. Tastur means resist them or stop them, control them in the battle. They cannot control them or resist them in the battle. Not only Shumbha, all the other demons also. So Indradi, all the devas cannot resist Shumbha and other demons in the battle. Katham tesham stri prayasyasi sammukam. Katham tesham. How will you, a woman, attempt to prayasyasi, attempt to confront them? How you, woman alone, how you can attempt to confront them? When all the devas cannot do that in the battle, they cannot face them or resist them. How you will control them? So he is advising now to Ambal. So just don't think about all these things. Come to Shumbha and Nishumba. Otherwise, I may have to use force. That is he starts with Avaliptasi and he says, I have to use force to take you. Okay? Satvam gaccha mayevokta.
Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Satvam gaccha mayevokta.
Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh.
Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh.
Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh.
Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh. Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh.
Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta.
Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta.
Gauravama Gamishyasi.
Gauravama Gamishyasi. Gauravama Gamishyasi.
Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Gamishyasi.
Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Gamishyasi. Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Gamishyasi.
Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh. Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Gamishyasi.
Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh. Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Gamishyasi. Satvam gaccha mayevokta. Parshvam Shumbani Shumbhayoh. Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Gamishyasi.
Satvam gaccha mayevokta. As I have said, come. Parshvam Shumba Nishumba. Come to Shumba Nishumba. Come to the side of Shumba Nishumba. As I have told you. Otherwise, what will happen? Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. I have to drag you by holding your hand. Kesha Karshana Nirdhuta. Gauravama Kamishiti. You will suffer only indignity. You will suffer only indignity if I had to drag you by your hair. So the conversation which started so politely took very tangent diversion towards threatening and confrontation. So that is what, it actually And she's still playing with him. Like she's enjoying the conversation so much. She's not going back. She says, okay, let them come first, okay? Devyuvacha Evametad bali shumbho Nishumbhaschati viryavan Evametad bali shumbho Nishumbhaschati viryavan Kim karomi pratinyame Yadanalochita pura Kim karomi pratinyame Yadanalochita pura Evametad bali shumbho Nishumbhaschati viryavan Kim karomi pratinyame Yadanalochita pura So I understand very well that Shumba is very strong. Bali Shumbu. Nishumbhas Ati Viryavan. He is exceedingly valorous, heroic. I understand. Let them be like that. Kim karomi, what can I do? Pratinyame yada na alochita pura. Yada yat na alochita pura. Without thinking, I have taken that kind of a vow long back. I didn't, rashly I have taken. It is a rash vow that I have taken long back. Yada na alochita pura. Without even thinking, I made that kind of a vow. So now you go back and tell them. Okay? That is what? Sattvam gaccha mayoktam. Yeah? Oh, sorry. Sattvam gaccha mayoktam te. Yede tat sarvamadrutaha. Sattvam gaccha mayoktam te yade tat sarvamadrutaha. Tada chakshva surendraya sacha yuktam karotu tat. Tata chakshva surendraya sacha yuktam karoti tat. Karotu tat. Yattu irukku. Yattu pada bedam is there. Yat is also there, tat is also there. When you are reciting with all of us, then say tat. When you are reciting alone, you can say yat. Okay? Tada chak. So I have to say it together, no? Sattvam gaccha mayoktam te yade tat sarvamadrutaha tata chakshva surendraya sacha yuktam karotu tat.
Sattvam gacchamayoktam te yade tat sarvamadrutaha tada chakshva surendraya sacha yuktam karotu tat. Sattvam gacchamayoktam te yade tat sarvamadrutaha tada chakshva surendraya sacha yuktam karotu tat.
Sattvam gaccha, you go back. Mayoktam te yadeta sarvama. Exactly go and tell him whatever I have told. Exactly, don't change even a tone. Exactly, go and tell Mayoktam, whatever I have said, you go and tell them. Tada chakshva asurendraya. Let him see the Asurendra, who is the Ishvara of Asuras. Let him see such a yuktam karotat, and let him do whatever is fitting. She knows Asura will come back to the battle. She wants to drag him to the battle. So she leaves it like, what is going to happen? She just didn't say. She is just leaving it like that. So go and say, let him see, let him hear you, and do what is fitting. That is what? Karot, yuktam karotu tat. Sacha yuktam karotu tat. Whatever is fitting, let him do that. Om iti Shri Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvantare Devi Mahatmye Devya Dhuta Samvadho Nama Panchamodhyaya. You want me to split it? Okay. Iti Shri Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvantare Devi Mahatmye Devya Dhuta Samvado Nama Panchamodhyaya.